Good evening, spirits, specters, and other various and sundry undead, and welcome to Blood from a Stone, a spine-tingling tale of terror and horror, and gothic horror, and Poe-inspired terror. My name's Philip, I'm the Dreadmaster, and surrounding me are our wonderful players. Say hello, players.
Hello, players.
Oh dear. And let me actually adjust this.
Consider my spine tingled, Philip.
Thank you. I try to tingle as many spines as possible. I try to chill as much blood.
My
and
blood is also chilled.
Raise as many hairs.
It's quite nice.
That one sounds weirder than I meant it to.
Raise hairs.
It's
Try to raise cities.
different kind of raising, but hair raising, that's one, right? Oh god. Spine tingling, blood curdle. Oh, I curdle blood. Anyway, a lot of fun going on this week. First off, I do want to thank Minnesota Twins for gifting a sub last time, Olivium for continuing to subscribe, as well as Thax29 for subscribing in our last stream. We really appreciate everybody who subscribes to this channel. Because of how many people subscribe, we actually are in the midst of putting together a TikTok dance. So be on the lookout for that. That's in the works. So yeah, please subscribe if you enjoy what we do, or use your free Prime subscription. If you link your Amazon Prime account, you get one Twitch sub for free. So give it to us or to somebody, because otherwise, it's just going to waste. There's going to be an extra invocation today. I awoke to emails just like saying like sorry for your loss and such, or just referencing which is, I mean, it's certainly a sad thing, not a personal thing, but certainly someone who's not words, but words he was famous for singing in many cases have been featured on this channel many times. So we will be beginning with before our invocation for Merkshire, there is a special Requiem invocation that I will present now. I got a taste of paradise. I'm never gonna let it slip away. I got a taste of paradise, it's all I really need to make me stay, just like a child again. Heaven can wait, and all I've got is time until the end of time. I won't look back, I won't look back. Let the altars shine.
Amen.
You know.
Meatball,
corner
It was
pocket.
a needless death too. That's what's so frustrating.
It really is. It's just, it's
How did it happen?
really, really
I
sad.
don't even know.
He had
It's
COVID.
COVID.
And he was an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bad news.
I don't know.
get your
I really
vaccines, folks.
don't.
No, it's sad.
I really don't like.
Darwin
really don't
Award,
like
yeah.
the media vacuum that is, some people don't hear the same thing as other people, and they wind up dying because of it.
Really unfortunate.
On to more cheerful matters, such as these people suffering from ghosts and murderous angels in a gothic prison plane. I will now present our summary of recent events. Last week's episode, I do want to apologize for how boring and uneventful it was. We simply had the first dreadstorm of Merkshire, a dreadstorm that occurred primarily in dream, though it did lead to a rather substantive passage between domains. The domain of Merkshire, where our characters are currently located, and a domain called Paradise that longtime viewers are quite familiar with. As the investigators in Merkshire, they're still looking for Darla Quicklime and currently investigating the possibility of casting a spell from this tome of dread they found, a tome called the Tear-Stained Diamond. In their dreams, they saw strange figures from another domain called Paradise. In so doing, one of them, S.A. Rawlings, managed to help. I got a cough, sorry. Managed to help an angel from Paradise named Etienne René pass over into this domain. The angel is a very powerful figure, and especially now that I've statted him for Call of Cthulhu rules. He has come here, he has achieved something he's been trying to do for a long time, since his being trapped by the Stone Man. And then Siobhan walked in carrying that doll, and he took one look at it, and he flew out the window. Our heroes had various conversations after that about whether or not he is someone they should seek out, whether or not he is someone they should fear, whether or not they should continue trying to help Mr. Dowell, the footman, who, I will say, really wants your help getting away from these ghosts, but he is beginning to look pretty frightened. I think that we said we kind of allowed you to finish your rest. Whether or not you were able to sleep after these occurrences is up to you. But we will begin the next morning at breakfast, as you all sort of gather. With Polly. Dowell is absent. Cravengate. I should actually roll for Cravengate. Cravengate has made a roll, so we will see if he's at breakfast in a moment. But first, the invocation for Chapter 34. We're returning to a theme, Lauren. But see amid the mimic rout a crawling shape intrude, a blood-red thing that writhes from out the scenic solitude. It writhes. With mortal pangs the mimes become its food. And seraphs sob at vermin fangs in human gore imbued. So, breakfast. I'm going to ask Rawlings first. Do you go down to the dining room when the others are when the breakfast bell is rung? They come and ask you for your order, of course.
I don't know. I suppose I must eat, but I'm still studying books and tomes.
Understood. So
Distracted.
as Rawlings, so you're declining to go with the others as they dine.
No, I will, but I'll just not be paying too much attention.
Understood. Rawlings comes down, eats nothing, instead is looking over the books. The rest of you, as you dine, Cravengate is there as well. Apparently sleeping. He slept off that concussion, no problem. As you dine, as you breakfast, let's go ahead and maybe roll some successes, which I forgot to do. So as you sort of, enjoy your hard-boiled egg or beans on toast. I actually don't know if beans on toast was a thing then yet, but it probably was. Who will go first? How about Conrad? What are you rolling on to improve today?
All right. I am rolling on firearms handgun and spot hidden. So start with firearms. Ooh, so I got an 86 and I have an 80. So that is great. And I am going to increase that by 8. So that's to an 88.
Wow. So you are, you got better at shooting ever since you shot that guy in the arm.
Yeah, that's what happens. I only need a little bit of practice.
Wonderful.
And I'm going to do my spot hidden.
Perfect.
Ooh, and I got that success too. I rolled an 86 and I have a 73. So,
wow. 286.
And that is an 8. Wow, I'm on fire.
Yeah, or your dice are just unbalanced because you rolled 86 twice and 8 twice. They're not. I'm giving you a hard time.
The same
You're
dice
great.
I've been using the whole time.
No, you're
too.
great. You're great. I'm joking.
They're not real. I just made it all up.
That's fair. Are
we also rolling for luck?
Did you use any luck last time? And I know I need to give you guys the ability to. I need to create some checkbox for you to check off if you use luck or not. I'm sorry.
I did use luck.
There you go. So then go ahead and roll to advance your luck or possibly improve your luck.
I rolled higher than the luck. We're supposed to do that, correct?
Correct. In this one instance, you want to roll high.
Yes.
Don't keep rolling like this because it will be bad.
Okay, and I succeeded, so I'm increasing by 6.
Beautiful. Sister Mercy, would you like to roll for some increases next?
Indeed. Okay, so I succeeded at listen.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, 93, and it is an 80.
Man, some high improvements today. Go for it.
So I improve 13?
Roll a d10 and you'll improve that many points.
Sorry.
No problem.
I don't succeed at a lot. 88.
88. Very good.
Okay. I succeeded at medicine.
Okay. That is true. You did. You helped a man.
I did. That's a 4, so...
You do not improve your medicine. You didn't learn anything you haven't learned many times treating that guy. Did you use any luck last week?
I did, but I don't remember how much.
Then just go ahead and roll to try to improve luck. So see if you can roll over your current luck score.
I just rolled a d10. Why?
3, definitely not.
Nope, 2. But I did also succeed in psychology.
Oh, go for that too.
I will. Ooh, this one's gonna be hard. Nope.
Very good. Rawlings. As you pour over those tomes, let's let you improve a bit.
Well, I don't remember if I have luck or not, so I shall pass on that. But you have listen.
Listen.
And listen is currently a 60.
He listened so good, y'all.
46. So
Sad.
Occult. My occult is a 90.
Hard, but not impossible.
19. So, only that I've been switched. Psychology is a 53, so...
Okay.
Aha! 69!
Anyone want to say it?
Nice.
There you go.
Well, that's a 10. Cool. So that's good.
Great.
And then I have
very
one
good.
more.
Okay.
Spot hidden. 76. My spot hidden is a 25, so yeah.
Fair enough.
An 8, okay.
Hey, little you're finding out how to notice things. Very good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Siobhan, did you get to check any boxes?
Yes. I have 3 boxes.
Wonderful.
Checked. Also, have I regenerated any magic points?
You will be magic points regenerate 1 per hour. So, like,
I don't think we've updated it in a while.
you can like how many do you have out of how many
Right now, 5.
Out of like way more than 5?
14.
Yes, you're back to full. It's been 12 hours since you've. Yeah,
I was like,
sure.
I'm pretty sure we should be back. Okay.
Yeah, you're it's kind of a weird one. It's you're fully ready to cause
some more magical chaos.
do whatever
Fantastic.
you do with your magic.
Okay. Cool.
Bend
Then
wills.
I have checked off 3 boxes.
Great.
So we'll be rolling.
So good.
First, but they're all like, well, 2 of the 3 are high. Like
Yep.
one of them is my brawl. Okay. First, appraisal.
Great.
32. That is not a. Nope. Nope.
Fair enough. Next up.
Fighting, which is even higher. Nope. I rolled an 11, and that is a 95. All right, spot hidden. This is the one that maybe
You're like, maybe I have a chance. This is relatively low. Sure.
maybe I can improve. It's 41. Come on. Yes, 90.
90. Very good. Yes, you can roll a d10 and add the number that you roll to that.
Okay, so we're up to 46.
Book and Dagger asked what happened if we were to roll a 13 for our stats.
Oh,
Nothing.
good
We'd be
question.
totally fine. We'd be great.
If they roll a nat 13 on their D100
Yes.
trying to roll above the stats, yeah, it'll trigger the dread clock. Speaking of which, but I should mention that this is 3 higher than it was last week. That's because we had session 13 of both Here Be Dragons and Wellness Beyond the Witchlight this past week. Also, Wellness Beyond the Witchlight is now at an end. We counted their nat 13s, so therefore we edged it up a little bit. But yeah, so 13 on rolling stats will certainly advance the clock. I mean, come on. It's gotta. So, as you all sort of improve, there's one other way you all will improve, having slept well and have a thing. You all gain 4 sanity, unless you're already at your max.
Oh, how fun.
Wait, all of us?
And everyone for having slept
Yay!
through that much gains 4 sanity. Not Sarah, Quill.
My sanity is at
I know.
12. So
Yeah, no, every little bit helps for you.
all of it I
Mine is
need.
not good either, so.
Wait, what's Sarah's?
Oh, well, I'm right now. I'm Sister Mercy.
Oh,
Sarah's is 36, and Sister Mercy is 25. So, you know what? She's got the Lord on her side. She's going to be fine.
Fair enough.
Siobhan is like clinging to sanity, y'all.
I will pray for you. It's going to be fine. It will be good.
So, you all eat, feeling the terrors of last night subsiding. It is not a bright morning, but the rain, so I should roll for rain, is still falling, so it's a very not bright morning. Nevertheless, you can tell that it is daylight, and whatever absolute terror gripped you amidst those wonders of the previous evening has lessened, though you are still aware of the fact that you think you saw something not at all of this world in multiple meanings of that term. Those of you, especially with Dread Mythos scores, understand some of these implications. For his part, Lord Cravengate, Master Cravengate, not the Lord yet, he seems to be considering that all a dream. He references that a strange dream of seeing you all with a winged man and sort of chuckles and apologizes to Siobhan very, pointedly while giving her looks through his, through his dark brow and whatever handsome nonsense. Just insert handsome British actor. Whatever. That's Cravengate.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. That's your casting for him. Perfect.
Oh yeah,
great.
Yes.
I was thinking like Tom Hiddleston or something, but
That's more where my mind was going.
But
Shane is a man of very specific taste. Okay.
It's fine. It's I understand. There is something about Mr. Bean.
that's fair.
I don't know that I cast him as a Byronic hero, but it's fine. In any event, you have now eaten, you've regained a bit of sanity, you've regained a bit of kind of perspective here in the morning. Cravengate, Polly is also sitting with you here, just, chewing with her mouth open. Cravengate gives her a few glances that she's in the table here with the guests rather than the servants, which is what he's hiring her, so he's kind of confused. But at any point, he sort of says, he'll sort of, stand up and say, well, I'm sort of, it is raining, but I think, I would like a constitutional, if anyone would like to join me for a walk of the grounds in the rain, you're certainly welcome to come, but otherwise I'll leave you to your studies. His eyes kind of linger.
Siobhan will go out because she likes the rain.
Understood. He seems glad Siobhan will go with him. Will anyone else go for a walk?
Do I notice that he looks glad that she's going?
Make us, this be
Is Sister
spot
Mercy
hidden?
gonna be my chaperone?
Is this going to be spot hidden or psychology, I think? Which one of those is a higher number for you, spot hidden or psychology?
It depends on which one you're going to give me.
I think it just depends on what's on your sheet. I think that's categorically not true.
Spot hidden is 25, and what was the other one? Psychology?
Yeah.
85.
Let's have you roll a spot hidden to see if you even notice him.
No, that is a extreme failure. 99.
99. You have a 25. That is a fumble.
Yeah.
So,
Why do I fail at things so hard?
because it's fun for the game. You look at him, and you don't notice the look he gives her. You seem to not notice anything, in fact, for a moment. There's this quiet, kind of calm feeling that overtakes the room. For a moment you hear it, and then you sort of realize that you're almost seeing nothing. There's something misty in this room. You feel a little tingling in your arm, Sister Mercy. Your own face is obscured. Conrad, you have a pretty high spot hidden, right? You're over 50?
Yes.
Okay. Conrad, you notice some little wisps of, like, smoke in the room. Almost as if, like, a flue was closed.
Somebody smoking a cigar in here or something? What do you call them over here?
I think we call them cigars, but no, I don't. Go ahead and make a spot hidden roll, Conrad.
44. It is a regular success.
There is a lot of smoke kind of coming from the side of the table where Sister Mercy is, and it's almost like passing in front of her face right now. It's this kind of odd purplish smoke.
Is this a religious thing? Are you burning some sage or something? I heard they do that on the prairie.
No. This is just the air in the room. It's the light catching the dust.
Interesting dust
Craven
there.
Gate says, oh, I suppose I should open a window. He kind of heads over to, you notice he has a bandage on one of his hands because he got thrown into a wall. He opens one of the windows and then goes and starts inspecting the fireplace. I don't think it was coming from here. Perhaps it was a candle or something. The mist clears. Sister Mercy, are you doing anything?
Praying on my rosary.
Praying on your rosary.
Silently but aggressively.
Do any of you have a Constitution score that is lower than 40?
Whew. No, thank goodness.
No. Okay. The stuffiness seems to dissipate. Sister Mercy, you were feeling a little, dulled, a little woozy for a second, but now you said your prayers and wrapped your arms and everything's fine, but you've noticed nothing. So Siobhan is going out into the rain with Craven Gate. Is anyone going to join her, or the rest of you will stay in here?
I'd like to join him. I don't want to burn alive in here. I've heard a lot about cabin fires.
Yeah.
And
Polly will say, I'll go walking if we go in. Better than being stuffed up in here. That's fine.
Siobhan will link her arm in Polly's.
I don't mind if my boots get all muddy. They're gonna be that way anyway. They cleaned them when I got here. It was weird. I don't know why. So in any case, you guys, Conrad, Siobhan, Polly, and Craven Gate go outside. Rawlings and Sister Mercy, are you going to join them?
I will stay.
No, and I too shall stay inside. There's more to be learned here than out there.
Let's split the party, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect. With that,
Good.
I'm gonna flip a coin I got out of this adventure calendar behind me. We'll do heads. We'll stay with the brainiacs in the books. Tails will go with the one who's part fish. Heads in that case. So they leave to go on a little walk. Rawlings and Sister Mercy. The room is open to the rain. There's this kind of, very kind of calming but persistent sound of rain, and a little bit of splashes coming into the room, but it's not quite as sort of stuffy as it got for a moment. Sister Mercy, you're wrapped up again. So there's just this outside. Just the two of you.
I think we need to find a way to contact the angel again.
I do not know if this is a good idea. This angel came from somewhere not of this world, and we need to be cautious with that. But
This angel is someone specifically mentioned in. I pull out the Book of Dread I brought with me, Taste of Paradise. This angel is specifically mentioned here by name.
yes, and that is not the Bible.
No, of course not. but he will still know things. If he's mentioned in one of these books, one of these terms, he shall certainly know more than either of us.
Well, what does it say about him in this book?
What does it say about him in the book?
Go ahead and roll a language own. This will be sort of retroactive.
Just a quick plug, you can read what he's holding.
You can
in
actually
real
read this
life
book.
in
It is on our Discord in the download section for Blood from Stone. A Taste of
I
Paradise.
rolled an 11,
Wow, great.
which is a extreme success.
In that case, what I'm going to say, Mr. Rawlingson, will waive any sanity rolls. You've had this book a while. You may be more familiar with it. This is the hardest section of the book for you to get through, because it involves the protagonist of this story, a man named Horace, gorging himself at a restaurant. Etienne is a man who's at another table, and he joins their table and falls in love, and this Horace guy falls in love with this married woman. Etienne is not presented as specifically an angel, but the man realizes that he is special. He is from some other sort of realm, or has understanding about the other realms. During this section of the book, the author cannot remember if he may literally name check Berkshire, actually, when he's talking about other places. I genuinely don't remember. But the point is, Etienne, he does talk about some other domains, including one called the Shuffling Domain. I want you to now make a dread mythos roll on that.
87.
Is he telling me about this though? Can I roll a dread mythos if he's telling me?
That is fair. You could if he's. Are you
Yes,
telling
I
her
will.
this aloud?
Yes, I'll be explaining this, and I'll
Then
say
you can also do one about the Shuffling Domain.
I would love to push this roll.
That's a no from Sister Mercy. Go ahead, Rollins.
Well.
Push the roll.
Oh, baby! That's an 8 for a hard success.
Sounds like he succeeded after all. That's. I was hoping for him to fail, and I had a real good thing on a failure here. Sister Mercy, did you succeed on the Shuffling Domain?
I did not.
Understood. What did you roll?
21.
Okay. Rawlings, as you sort of force yourself to even like open this book and look at this page and fight down like the vomit that you want to have when he's talking about, like medicine and aspic.
Every other like syntactical structure I'm giving to Sister Mercy is something about how grotesque this whole thing is.
But you are able to understand the references to the Shuffling Domain and other references you've seen. One of the 13 domains is constantly altering Dreadlord and terrain. They are much smaller. They are they're much more sort of arch. But one of them is constantly changing. And this Horace seems to spend a lot of time there. He has all these memories of one time I was this in the Shuffling Domain, and one time I was dealing with this thing and that. And they're all very kind of like, it's interesting. That being said, you know that the Shuffling Domain is not, like none of the specific dread tomes you have at present refer to it or give you any further insight. But the Shuffling Domain is one that was known to this angel. It appeared that in the story, Etienne knew a lot about them. Etienne was very kind. He was smoking a cigarette. He was inviting the gentleman to join. He also really wanted him to come and talk more. And this guy really didn't want to go off with him because he was worried Etienne would since Etienne also knew about the nature of things, would want him to help him escape or something. You now realize, oh wow, I've sort of fulfilled with this character in this book. Is it a novel? Is it a true account? That becomes a very interesting question in a tome of dread. It gets backwards. Who wrote this? If it's very strange. In any case, yes, you. That is what you know of Etienne. He was a man he also insisted on paying for the man's dinner. He had a very boorish friend named James who was very upset that this man was there because this man had ordered Horace ordered for himself a decadent dinner for 4 and was trying to eat it all himself, and he ordered the last, or he, because of this there weren't enough for this other table who came, so he said, I guess I can share with them. And this other guy James complained the whole time. Etienne was very gracious, didn't seem to eat much himself. You now suspect why.
Interesting. Yes. Well, yes, I'll be sharing all this with Sister Mercy. I don't know how or why the shuffling domain would play into this, but perhaps it's the key to this. Perhaps it is merely another face, another mirror, another side of this. Whatever we are in. I do not know.
Do you believe that he would have answers to perhaps fortify this domain?
Perhaps. I would hope. I would certainly hope.
We cannot let anything else in from any other place unless it is from the Lord above.
Why not?
They do not belong here.
Do we?
And I will stare at him very intently. Like, I will pray for your mental intelligence.
Do we belong here?
As far as I know, we were born here. We were sent here by the Lord to live here and exist here. But what you have brought here, it was not meant to be here. It opened up other things that I have seen.
He was not meant to be in paradise either. If we are basing this solely upon where we were born and where we are naturally existing, it does not seem that he was there either by his own accord.
I will say, Sister Mercy, he did say to you, I am an angel from the golden heaven, and you sensed no deception in that statement.
Okay, fine.
We don't know. Obviously, he came. If we are tracing his passage,
Perhaps we should bring him back and ask him for answers.
Do not. Phil Ryan, was I able to make the connection with the doll, or that was just Was that just Conrad?
No. They talked about it afterwards, so.
All right,
so
yeah.
You all have heard it, yes.
Perhaps it is important that we speak with him while Siobhan is not around.
Very well. How do we bring him here?
Well, this the spells in some of these books could potentially draw. We could potentially use them as like a. I don't want to say summoning, but potentially like a. From my understanding, like some kind of. Like an alarm bell, like when servants call for a meal.
It's something to summon and to call. Yes.
Right, correct.
I understand what you are saying.
Letting him know that someone requests an audience or requests his presence. Would you care to attempt this with me?
Very well. Let's see what we can do.
So then I'll look through the books and go.
Then you'll pull out that book. We will now cut to outside in the rain. Polly is splashing in some petals. Talking about being a diver. Conrad.
I love Polly so much.
Conrad and Siobhan. I know it's gonna make it so sad when I inevitably kill her. So Conrad and Siobhan and Cravengate, you're also walking outside. I guess Siobhan, you have an arm linked with her, so Cravengate's sort of back with you, Conrad. And he just sort of is kind of. He'll sort of say, "It has been it's been odd since you've arrived, but I feel a bit better today. I'm glad you got a chance to look at the flower. I'm sorry things were so exciting, but hopefully you can find this woman you're looking for."
Yeah, we on behalf of my party, we do apologize for any inconvenience we have caused. But I got a question for you. Is this typical in this area, you don't seem
You
too
mean, do
perturbed.
people typically die on the property, or bodies that you say of other people who died and then can't be found, or gunshots going off in the house not once but twice in a 12-hour period, including
Is Siobhan
shooting...
close enough to hear them?
Yeah, you
speaking?
hear all of this,
Oh.
including shooting one of my footmen. Oh wait, unless you don't want to be.
No, I want to be.
You are, yeah, you're here. You hear all this.
Okay.
They're just, 5-10 feet behind you. If you're asking if those things occur, or people breaking into clearly locked sections of the house, no, that doesn't often happen. But I suppose it was on me for wanting a bit of excitement, was why I invited you all. His eyes kind of linger on Siobhan ahead, a few steps ahead for a moment.
It seems like you might be a little isolated over here. Is that accurate?
I've been lonely and alone, yes. There is this house used to be more lively, even a couple of years ago, but now it's just me.
Heard you may have lost your beloved. How'd that go down? If you don't mind me asking, I don't mean to intrude, but it sounds like you'd like somebody to talk to.
I'm gonna grip Polly a little bit more closely as
Okay.
I'm eavesdropping in on this conversation.
She's just nattering on about, I don't know, some joke her brother told her about toes.
I'm not paying attention to her at
yeah.
all.
But he'll sort of say, well, as it happened, she started reading some of the books it seems some of your friends are also interested in. I am not much of a reader. Certainly not any longer. I can appreciate poetry or work of history, but these books about dark things had little appeal to me, but she was quite enchanted by them. At some point, she seemed to change.
Change?
Yes. She spoke in an odd voice. One that held words I was unfamiliar with. She'd called me Bub. Have you ever heard this term?
Like a bubble, perhaps?
Perhaps.
could be short.
She would say that she wanted to... She said if I didn't leave her alone, she was going to pop me.
Well,
Again, perhaps a bubble. I never put those connections together. And then she would reference. Sometimes she would hum these words, these songs, these... In any case, she, One day or one morning, early in the morning, there was a clamour that was heard, and I awoke, and it appears that she got out of bed, and some of the servants said they heard her singing a bit. A couple of them said it was strange she was singing. They felt they couldn't move, singing about someone, a sad piece of work, something of this nature. Something about... In any event, it seems that she went into the pool, never came up.
hence the divers?
Siobhan's gonna stop with Polly ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And
Polly's
turn
like,
around.
and then he said if you break your toe off and someone's out... Oh.
What is it you are actually looking for?
It is... I certainly would like to know if it is her body down there, but in particular, I would imagine by now the fish and the waves have probably consumed, and I don't know, this is why I've hired a diver. She was wearing a necklace. The necklace is missing. The necklace is If the necklace is on her, if she wore it down there, it means I know who made her start reading the books. For whatever good that knowledge would do me.
Did you say who made her stop reading the books? Like you would have known maybe who was responsible?
Who made her start reading them?
Oh,
I don't know what you think that knowledge will do, but trust me, it won't help you the way you think it will.
I want you to make
You
a
should stop sending people into that pool.
I want you to make a persuasion roll.
Okie dokie. Where's that? There it is. Oh, fuck. Siobhan is not good at this. Nope. 47. And my persuade is a 10.
He sort of looks at you and says, I don't doubt that you're right, but I still need to be aware.
Knowing only causes more pain.
Perhaps, but I'm in sufficient pain now. I don't know what more would even change.
well, sometimes getting outside can help a little bit. But I gotta. Was it a? You mentioned somebody that made her start reading like a teacher or a librarian, or I mean, what type of people make you want to read books?
Siobhan's about to cry, but then she hears him say that, and it snaps her out of it.
Who would make someone read a book? There's a
It's the song over here.
there's a moment there where he sort of kind of, knocks his hair back from because it's, you guys are, this conversation is just happening in the rain. You're all just walking in the rain. And he just goes, yes, who would do such a thing? Those books in particular.
I'm just gonna roll her eyes and mutter something about Americans under her breath.
He doesn't give up any more information on that subject, and you guys continue your walk, eventually coming back inside. Sister Mercy and Rawlings, are you doing your preparations still just in kind of that dining room?
Yes.
And Siobhan pulled
Yes.
Polly aside.
Yes, absolutely. We'll say kind of as you guys are going back in, Conrad and Craven get go inside. Polly kind of.
Yeah. Do not, under any circumstances, look for that body.
But I mean, I understand you say it's not safe, but he's paying us, isn't he?
There's so much more now that I know it's not safe and it's not safe for you.
Well,
it's not just the water. It's what's in the water. It's. Are you religious, Polly?
No. But I don't want to get any curses on me. Please don't put a curse on me.
I'm not going to curse you.
Okay, I don't want from anyone else neither.
But the necklace he's looking for? There's no way that's not cursed.
Oh. Bollocks. Alright. I'm not going to look for it then. I'm not wanting that.
Don't. Tell him you can't find it.
I think he'll believe it. I don't think he thinks I'm very good at what I do.
Men never do think women are very good at what they do. Use that to your advantage.
Me brothers talk about a couple girls they think are good at a couple things.
I'm sure they do. In any event, just take care of yourself.
Can you take care of yourself? They said that when you were dunking that footman, which I thought was funny, but they said that that was not, that you weren't doing, that wasn't just funhousing. They said it wasn't roughhousing. Are you okay? Are you going to dunk any more footmen?
I don't exactly remember that.
Ooh.
I don't have any plans to.
All right. Okay. I won't go looking for the...
I won't dunk you, Ollie.
Okay. I mean, I can hold me breath a while, so I'd be okay.
Of course. Just, don't go looking for that necklace.
Okay. I won't. It's raining now. I'm not going now anyway. So, you guys go back inside. Sister Mercy and S.A. Rawlings.
Yes.
My dear friends.
Mm-hmm.
You two are... You guys are focusing on the score is worth more, is that correct?
Yes.
You've read it a few times now, read it over. I am going to share with you the, I'm going to put this into our chat, not the Twitch chat, but our Zoom chat here. That is the lyrics to this song. Now, you would need a full orchestra to play it the way it's intended. There's orchestration for a chorus to sing this. One person primarily sings this, but there's other sort of parts that are sung on the sides. I'm just going to let you guys see that so you understand sort of what the lyrics are. You can kind of be looking that over. You've already seen these, but you're now intuiting them. I do want... Which of you is going to be the primary caster on this?
Well, if it's singing, I suppose it should be Sister Mercy, as I have absolutely no vocal training whatsoever.
Perfect.
Sure.
Sister Mercy, I would love for you to roll another Dread Mythos roll. I will tell you ahead of time. This requires a hard success.
Okay. They were rolling low before. What do I have to do to push it again?
Just re-roll it.
Oh, I thought I had to lose something. Okay.
No.
Oh. Wait. No. Wait, hard success? 7. And it's 9 for a hard success.
Wonderful. You do think that the tone of it is a little bit more important than the full orchestration. That the understanding the intent, the singing it with some sort of like intensity, could potentially supersede the lack of a full orchestra. That makes it easier. Having a bunch of people singing it along with you makes it easier. But you think that even if you just, picked up one of the, like, if you played it with a harp or you played it at a piano or something, there's a piano in this house for sure. It's a rich dude. If you guys just simply tried to perform it, after the lyrics that I've sent you there, you are supposed to perform something called a dance break. And it involves...
Let me go grab my pole.
There's a they keep referring to like shuffles, ball changes, sort of things of this nature.
Which don't exist in this time.
You've never heard of such
Right,
things.
okay.
Yes. You understand maybe some certain more like courtly dances or whatever, but yeah, these kinds
Shuffle
of
off to Buffalo.
yeah, some of these moves. I'll say there's something they reference a jazz, like they give some suggested choreography. It's got a jazz square in there because I really think jazz squares
These
are
words
funny.
are all of
Like-
on me.
Out of game, is this a song, like a real song that I would know?
This is not a real song you would know. I wasn't really sure how to do this.
What about the melody?
If you want the melody,
You want this?
I can give you the melody if you want the melody. But that will happen if you perform it.
Philip, I assumed this was a song because it's a whole thing. You wrote this?
You just write stuff for fun.
Yeah, I didn't wind up recording this because I thought it was just too weird to try to play it in the middle of the stream at you. So I can provide you with the melody if you guys are when you guys actually make the attempt if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I mean, I think it would help if I'm like kind of patting on a drum, trying to keep time.
It is about intention. It is about conviction. Do you know anything about conviction? When you sing, you have to believe in it. Like you're singing a
Did you hear me screaming last night? Was I not screaming with conviction then?
Yes, and then you brought some things over here that did not belong here, and I'm not talking about the angel, I'm talking about certain other things that I saw. But yes, so you do understand conviction. So I believe that if we do this song and truly believe in it, we may be able to summon the angel again.
Very well then. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
Do I need a third character in line?
No, I just, I will say that by the time you guys are putting this together, you do hear that Siobhan and Polly and, there's a raid.
There's a raid.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Raiders.
Raiders.
Thanks for joining us. We're in the midst of, we are currently in the midst of a Call
We're
of
about to just
Cthulhu
real
rules
danger.
where two characters who know they know enough to get in trouble and not enough to know not to get in trouble. They have just a dangerous amount of information, are potentially about to perform a spell that can contact another domain of dread and commune with something there. They hope that by doing so, they can maybe use it to summon another entity who is nearby.
Well, if I hear Siobhan, if I hear everyone entering the house again, then everyone has returned. I think we should put this back on the docket for a later time.
Very
Are
well.
we aware as we enter what they've been discussing?
I will say that you guys can see they're still in the dining room, kind of with a cursory look around. Craven Gate goes off to, I don't know, stare contemplatively at his dead beloved's jewelry or some bullshit. The rest of you,
Ironic, dude. Shit.
if you and Polly will go up to wring her hair out or whatever she does. So Conrad and Siobhan, if you guys want to go to the dining room, you can find them in there at work on this.
Yeah, before Craven Gate left, I gave him a kind of an awkward side hug, like good talk type thing, and just gave him a nod.
Upon you doing an awkward side hug, not a custom he's familiar with, he will attempt to return the gesture to you, in an overly formal, like, oh, this must be some custom in the colonies then. Yes, it's kind of like he tries to match the exact number of squeezes you gave as if that's customary, and he's very sort of formal and then kind of relaxes upon doing so.
Oh, yep. Good talk there, Craven Gate.
Yeah, very well. Yes. He heads off.
And in we go.
I will quickly say, yes, we should prepare the others, and perhaps they can help. Are there many vocal parts to this?
There are. Now there's a primary vocal, like one
Yes.
character sings it, but
there's
there's a full chorus sings the choruses with him. It's what's called the song structure is interesting. There's 32 bars. Well, there's first this opening verse that's in a different thing, but then there's 32 bars, and it's clearly in an AABA sort of arrangement.
No.
And
I
it's
know Soul Edge.
It's
I can kind of read music.
if you in other words it's what's called it's the Tin Pan Alley 32. Never mind, it's the Tin Pan Alley song for him. Don't worry about it. Point being, as you guys are go ahead.
Sorry, Anonymous. Thank you so much.
Whoever Anonymous is, yes, thank you. I just
Sorry.
Oh, are we getting?
I literally lost my words. Like 10,
We just got
maybe more
someone
subs?
anonymously just donated 20 subs to the channel.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. That is
Surprising.
really too kind. Much appreciated. Wow. Well, I guess in that case, we gotta sing this fucking song now.
Oh
No.
shit, we're at a level 5 hype train too.
That's very
People have
exciting.
spoken.
But so yes, so Sister Mercy, if you're asking if there is stuff to do for everyone, there certainly is. There is a large amount of many sort of parts people could sing, or just everyone could sing together. What Rawlings was saying about like drumming, like yes, even just trying to keep the beat could be a helpful
I will
thing.
say, yes, I think that we should reserve this for later, and we can perhaps see what the others can do to assist us to make sure this is as successful and safe as possible.
But not Siobhan. She
That-
cannot be a part of this.
Am I hearing them say this?
We will say that there's they have the sense to have like it's like they're saying this as you guys just came in. You were having your little conversation with Polly, Conrad, and Craven Gate were hugging weird, so they've had this conversation we'll say you guys are just now walking up, so you're probably
Okay, so I will silently nod.
interesting. So,
So rude making decisions for me.
I'm making decisions for you. We're making decisions about things we're not without you.
you guys walk in. Oh, speaking of which, because I feel like you might actually be you know, you've been talking about Siobhan. There's a question you have not asked about Siobhan that's at the root of why you're not trying to have her around, Rawlings. As she walks in the room, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
Oh man, that was so close to being a nice number, but it's 68. So,
Is that a fail? Is that a fumble?
Go to horny jail, Dan.
Not a fumble, but a failure. Not a success.
that's where I live.
You look in, and I feel like a 68's what happens when one person's like way taller than the other and you just can't quite. Anyway, Rawlings, you do not see the doll on her person.
Well, I know it's. I mean, I've still seen it appear and disappear, and I know that if this ain't. This thing was speaking into her mind earlier. I know this to be true. Also, I do know. I do know that this is something that is more powerful than this angel I summoned, or at least something to scare away this angel. So I do not know what could possibly be happening. I am confident that as long as Siobhan is around, the doll is somewhere in the ether.
Fair enough. She enters, the doll somewhere in the ether around her. She and Conrad noticing. You guys said you were like putting the books away hurriedly. You know, you had all this sheet music out. You're like hiding it, or what's the plan between the two of you?
Oh, I was still. I mean, I'll leave it out.
It's still out because you've been studying it. Okay, fine. So you see them. They've covered the breakfast table with the sheet music. The two of you are a little damp from the rain.
So a successful walkabout.
It was. Craven Gate has quite the story. Pretty tragic, if you ask me. The dead wife ended up in the lake out there, and
You should drain that entire lake.
yeah, weather's pretty poor out there too, though. But how'd it go in here?
It was good. We learned quite a bit. We are still processing what we have learned. Maybe we will share.
So much here.
I mean, anything you want to share with us?
Perhaps in a moment. We are trying to orchestrate what we are going to do.
I mean, maybe you can describe the feeling around it if you're not going to give me the details. Is it excitement, fear? I mean...
Oh, well, Senor, are you a singer by any chance?
Philip, am I a singer?
I mean, I feel like any cowpoke can, on the
Yeah.
trail sing a song here or
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I think you can certainly carry a tune to a very rudimentary level, sure.
Did you roll for that?
Me?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just...
Oh, I thought Philip rolled to
No.
see if Conrad could sing.
I was just thinking if I was gonna do that, I'd do a luck roll. But no, I think I'm gonna say I think every cowboy can kind of get along, little doggy.
I've
So,
been known to sing a few songs here and
Okay,
there.
that is good to know.
Cravengate, or sorry, not Cravengate, Conrad. Are you showing him the work at all? Or are you?
Why not?
Conrad, I want you to. I want
Oh,
you
it's
to
smiling.
roll a language own. You are going to need a hard success on this roll, my friend.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to give you guys every out I possibly can.
Oh, I didn't just get a hard. I got an extreme success.
Ooh.
Conrad, you feel this dropping feeling at the pit of your stomach. Siobhan and the judge kind of read through a book before the judge's demise
Uh-oh.
called The Laborer's Account. And or was it, I think it was
That one?
Siobhan read The Laborer's Account.
Yeah.
This is the book that was found in a mattress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
And I still have the diary of
Lorelei.
Ravencroft's White.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you still have that.
Okay.
And that also referenced like old Ben Charm, but they told you the story of Ben Charm and Sixpence a Head.
Yes.
And Conrad, as you look over this, some of the strange words in this song are words that you think maybe describe the odd movements that deafened laborer who wrote that account recognized while watching all those people hang themselves for old Ben Charm. I know that was several sessions ago, back when the judge was still alive. I think even before Siobhan had come here on her own.
And do I have a sense of foreboding from
You
that?
simply
or...
believe, or I'll say this is a language own. This is like a reading comprehension test with an extreme success. You look at these words. This is a song, and you know that you have read a story about a bunch of people singing a song and going crazy and killing themselves.
Uh-oh.
Might I just say something about music in these here parts? This looks very similar to something that I read back over in the town over there. I mean, before many of you showed up, but it had to do with people just going mad and hanging themselves. And Cravengate just told me that his wife started singing a song and she ended up dead too. I mean, music is not good around these parts, if you ask me.
Don't they know how to square dance?
It's time for a hoe down, daddy.
Well, I mean, perhaps these people, if they know what they're getting into, if they have the right intention, perhaps it's less harmful, negligent.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, something that we did back there was, it had to do with what you were hearing, and sometimes that was what got you.
Then
So-
perhaps. Philip, does the Odyssey exist in this universe?
If it doesn't, it's something close enough. Throw
Then
it up.
Perhaps just as Ulysses passed the siren, so too shall we clog up our ears, have ears with wax like his oarsmen.
That would.
Are you
offer some-
proposing we sing with our ears stuffed?
Anybody got perfect pitch around here?
Sister Mercy does, yeah. Based on her numbers, she does.
What determines your singing ability?
It would be your generally it would just be like your
Music.
arts crafts, but if you have art specifically music, that would be
Oof, yeah, nope. My art craft is
yeah. I mean, most of you kind of just have like a very rudimentary,
Siobhan does not sing. She uses echolocation, but
Yeah.
no one knows that.
like even with the 5, you can. I think it's a situation of like anyone can kind of carry a tune, but like having like understanding of like music and understand, or some characters can't. That's kind of up to. I won't say that unless you've put points in there, you can't even sing along. But it is certainly a thing of like any understanding of music, recognizing pitches, harmony and all that sort of stuff. Kind of the Western canon.
That's a bold claim to say that anyone can carry a tune, Philip. That's certainly not true.
I more mean that
Certainly
it can
not
be up
true.
to the player. I will not say your numbers dictate if you're capable of carrying a tune or not.
Siobhan can carry a tune underwater.
I think that's true. Yeah, you go down and in that you also sing much softer because it travels for all that nonsense. So Conrad mentions this. That being said, neither in just such a fun way, neither Sister Mercy nor Rawlings saw that book. So let's do it. Let's sing this fucking thing.
We're not going to sing it right now, regardless.
That's good, but maybe we should do some preparation and maybe consult somebody who knows a little bit about what's going on around here. Because, Sarah upstairs, she went a little bit nuts after hearing something. I think it was connected to that. What's been going on? The 6 pence a head, they kept saying. It's you hear somebody whisper and then you kill yourself. It's a little
Can I
wild.
do a Dread Mythos roll on that?
Yeah, because neither of us have heard that before, right?
Neither of you've heard that. You
mean
can do a
anything,
Dread Mythos. I'm gonna say Rawlings. You should do you should just do a straight up occult on that, sir.
Right. Oh, well, 78. Good thing my cult is a 90.
You have heard reference to folk tales of you're familiar with the idea of you don't know the specific name. You've definitely heard some like weird folk tale of some like foreman who promised everyone 6 pence a head and then killed them all.
Do I know that's from this area?
You'll know it's from Merkshire generally. You don't know that it's connected to Bitter End probably, but yeah. Sister Mercy?
If I use luck, I just have to deduct the amount that it would take to get a success, right?
Yes, I'm going to be nice and say don't use
Oh.
luck. This is not really a Dread Mythos thing. This is a local occult thing. So don't waste your luck on this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like your character is not sure, but how much luck were you going to waste?
5
I
points.
should have let her do it. I was worried you were doing like 14 or something. Sometimes you guys go crazy spending luck. It's fine. Okay. You do not. You get nothing from it. But Rawlings, you're familiar with the story. You don't know the name of the person in question. Conrad, I want you to roll an intelligence roll.
Ruh-roh.
You know what my intelligence is?
69.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Is it?
Could tell
Nice.
by the way he asked.
But I rolled a 90.
Oh.
Then it's all great. Then Conrad just doesn't realize that the laborer's account book is just amidst all these massive stack of books you guys have. So you've delivered the warning. That's sometimes the camera has dramatic irony. There's like a shot of that book just like sitting there in like the foreground and like you see the title on it and then rack focus to everyone beyond. As
Even
Can't
better.
Possibly
Even
go
better.
They're just
horribly
going
wrong.
Well,
and then a little
So-
doll hand sets it under the table so no one finds it. No. Yes, Rawlings.
I had no idea that was local to this area, but that is just one more thread to in a magnificently chaotic tapestry we are weaving here.
Well said. Chaotic is right. I mean, shot a man the other day. We've had a couple people die, and what are we
Sarah
doing?
Quill went insane, allegedly. So
She
yes, indeed.
So what are we doing? Are we gonna? I mean, are you trying to sing this song? What's the purpose of it all? I mean, what are you trying to achieve?
Does Siobhan think there's anything up with this song? Would I?
Siobhan, make a language own roll. Are you letting Siobhan look at the words and everything? Are you letting her look at the sheet music?
Is there a reason why not to?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's a success, just barely.
A regular success.
Yeah.
It seems odd, but you did need a hard success to recognize that it was at all sort of vaguely connected, and Conrad had an extreme, so he got the full thing. So it seems you all you're confident in, especially since you already have a dread mythos, is that this is from another domain. You are confident that this is not of your world, it is some portal to theirs. So if these two have been studying it, think it's that, they very well might be right. But you have no connection to, although I guess actually you have heard Conrad say that, so while you can't see the connections yourself, you did read that book as well.
Right. So I would be uneasy about that.
Actually, wait, did you? No, you never read that book. You ran away before they read that.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You ran out of the room when he hurt his back. They read that by themselves.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you are not familiar with it either. I'm so sorry. That was the thing that the judge and Sarah and Conrad know that you don't. It's so cool. Who knows what in this game? I love it. So. It appears. Yeah, go ahead, Siobhan.
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't feel exactly confident in whatever this is, but sometimes things that aren't of this world are perfectly fine.
Moments pass. You sort of think these implications over. I will say that much of the morning's gone. It's still not quite time for breakfast. Sister Mercy, what is your favorite instrument, do you think?
Ooh. It's up to me.
What your favorite one is, sure.
Are we in harpsichord territory here?
Yeah, harpsichords exist now, sure.
Ooh.
Harpsichord.
Make a luck roll.
Ooh. Hold on. 88. Nope. Fail.
You haven't seen any harpsichords on this property, sadly. There is a
Darn.
piano. There is a piano, though.
Similar. Can I play it?
Yeah, of course.
Are we about to sing this song?
I will go and begin to pluck it, just like fiddle on the piano. Well, like working
get it.
out different.
No, I understand.
parts.
You're just
Yeah.
you're looking at it. Okay, yeah. You get a sense
I-
of the song.
I
To me, it seems like Sister Mercy is getting too close to something resembling what I think this would sound like. I'm going to leave the room and get. I do not want to be in the vicinity for when a spell accidentally goes wrong.
Sister Mercy, Rawlings. So we'll also say that you guys move to, you move to whichever room has a piano in it.
Siobhan really wants Etienne to come back, so I am in favor of this if that's what we think will happen.
I look
So-
for a candle, some wax, something to cover our ears, because I'm a little paranoid about this music thing.
You think you could fill your ears if you wanted to, sure.
I fill my ears, and then I offer, almost like a stick. Anybody want a stick of gum?
I'll put wax in my ears.
Siobhan and Conrad deafen themselves, filling their ears with wax.
Do I have confidence that if I were to plug my ears, I would still be able to play or...
You alone probably could.
Okay. I will.
But you don't think anyone can participate in this with you.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
Like, or you, unless you had other people who were really good at music, you don't think you guys could play together, like, plugged up in ears, you know? You don't think you guys, there's no way they'll keep tempo with you if they can't hear. There's no way they'll, you know, be in the same pace with you.
Okay, so I will then, I haven't just enough, I've heard just enough to be careful about this, so I will plug my ears.
Understood.
You know what? I do think that at this point, there's this battle raging inside of Rawlings' head. You know, there's the lunacy of attempting this versus the driving curiosity to see what happens.
Those are the conflicting emotions of being human, Rawlings.
So Rawlings will stay in the room and will not close his ears and will help the drumming.
All right. Siobhan. You have Dread Mythos.
Yes.
As you finish plugging your ears, I just want you to make an intelligence roll, an intellect roll.
Okay. 34, which is a success.
You can't really hear anything right now, but pianos carry through houses.
Uh-oh.
So, Sister Mercy, Siobhan is
Wait, no, what does that mean?
Sister Mercy is getting to the piano and she's going to begin playing, apparently. Siobhan, are you doing anything?
So what, do I realize that means that, like, other people in the house are going to hear the song?
Might hear the music.
So I'm going to rush over to her and stop her quickly.
Okay.
And tell her, that others might hear us and they have not been protected. We need
I cannot hear you. What?
I'm going to tap on the piano.
Okay, yes. The music?
No. And like gesture.
Yes. Okay. Them? Yes. Here.
I can't handle this, and I pull the wax out of Sister Mercy's ear.
Okay.
I'm like miming like Little Mermaid.
I smack his hand for touching my habit.
That is true. Actually, do you even do you resist, like, when he reaches for your ear? Do you resist him touching it?
Yes.
Okay, then go ahead and do
so I will.
You two do a contested fight brawl roll then.
Okay.
I'm just like banging on the piano, like no.
It's a failure for me.
Okay.
Wait, contested.
Can I also attempt to help pull them out?
A fight brawl.
Oh.
Can I help try to pull it out?
I fail.
So basically, as the two of you are just like failing in this Conrad's having a slap fight with a nun. Siobhan, I'm not gonna even have Siobhan roll because you've got a 90 something a million. Siobhan like reaches in and pulls your wax out. Now it'll not take you long, take you like another minute or so to try to plug more wax in your ear, but now you can hear. Siobhan's pulled your wax out.
The piano will
yes.
carry through the house.
And?
So other people might hear, and if anything goes wrong, they're not protected. We shouldn't play the piano.
Very well, I will stop then. We can figure this out later. I was just.
Well, I mean, we find somewhere safe to sing, but we shouldn't play anything that will carry through the home.
Okay, that is fine.
Be quiet.
Okay, I will be quiet. It is. If it is important to you, if you feel.
She doesn't hear what you're saying in response.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
I'll pull mine out.
I will just.
Put the thing down.
Yes.
Cover it.
Okay.
Whatever the name of it is.
So I will. Can I go and collect the pages?
Yeah. Recollect the score. Sure. The musical score.
Yes.
Great. You've done so.
Maybe we should ask Craven Gate if he has any portable instruments. Maybe we could test out outside somewhere that's a little more safe.
Would I need an instrument, or like, since I have perfect pitch, could I help them sing?
Yep.
Well, but okay.
You could.
I mean, is the instrument really helping us that much if our ears are stopped up anyway?
Ooh, that's fair.
Sister Mercy feels there is a certain degree of intention, so like one
have
person
to be
doing it a
perfect.
cappella may not have enough oomph, but
Oh.
it might. But if you want to see if he has a thing, you certainly can go ask him.
I'd like to ask one of the footmen around the house. So I just kind of anybody.
There are no footmen around. One has been shot, and the other, the butler served you guys this morning. One footman is shot and recuperating. The other has not shown up for work today. Your friend Dowell. It seems like we don't have to role play. It seems like Dowell is just like not well today. He is freaked out.
I whistle for Craven Gate.
This is gonna go well.
Craven Gate will come.
Does Craven Gate have a specific whistle sound? Does this like sound of music?
Craven Gate will come. Yes, is there something you? Is everything all right? Oh, you're at the piano.
Yeah, we were wondering if each of us has a penchant for music, and we were just perhaps wondering if maybe you have such beautiful grounds over here, and maybe you got a flute or a lute or a violin or something that maybe we could use to go outside on that grassy knoll over there and play us a tune and maybe bond a little bit. We're new to each other. It's a new party. Sometimes you need music to loosen up a little bit.
You want to go outside and play in the rain?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Maybe something that's not prone to carrying.
We do not want to
That you
disturb
can't
the
carry?
rest of the house.
No, the sound. We don't want
Oh,
to disturb.
oh.
Yes, we do not want to disturb. We
There
might
is,
get-
we do have, my mother would often play the guitar.
Do I know how to play the guitar?
What's your music?
66.
You can definitely strum. You
That would be.
you
that
can't
would
do
be
like
fun.
full flamenco, but you can.
Sure.
Someone's
You want
strumming.
me to get my mother's guitar for you?
If you don't mind, it's.
That's
I know
perfectly
it's
fine.
your
I'm happy to do
If
so.
it's not a bother.
Here's a question: is there like a gazebo on site?
Make a luck roll.
Okay.
Ah.
Just asking, Oh, a 1.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know if any of you are familiar with certain eras of D&D online culture, etc. But
Oh, no.
because of the nature of the domain you're in,
Is there an evil
no.
gazebo?
there is a dread gazebo. I don't know if you guys know the story of the dread gazebo. I'm not going to
I
go
don't,
through
but
it
I play
now.
Munchkin, so I'm aware of evil gazebos.
Okay.
No.
Is that made it into Munchkin? That's funny.
Yeah, there's an evil gazebo. in it.
Very briefly, the tale of the tale of the dread gazebo is basically that a DM was once describing to a player the grounds of a house they were on, and he said there's a gazebo. And the player got really serious because I think they were alone. Was like, fuck. Okay. I want to stealth towards it. He goes, you want to stealth towards the gazebo? Okay, roll a thing. He's like, does it see me? And the DM says, no, it's a gazebo. And the player says, okay, I'm gonna backstab it. And he pulls out his dagger and says, and he's like, can I attack the gazebo? The DM says, it's a gazebo. The player's like, I want to attack it. And so basically it's just this player attacking the gazebo 1,000 different ways to no effect and getting more and more terrified of this gazebo. Not knowing clearly not knowing what a gazebo is and thinking it is some monster immune to all damage.
Amazing.
The point being, because of that roll, there is a dread gazebo at Bitter End.
But it was an extreme success.
I know. That's why it's very much there. There's a beautiful gazebo.
Okay.
Evil gazebo.
He will sort of say, yes, there is actually a gazebo on the he'll sort of point it out to you. So behind that copse of trees there on the other side of the pool.
And the sound does not carry, and it would protect your mother's guitar. No?
Indeed, yes. If you play under the gazebo, my mother and father, they spend more time at the gazebo than I ever did. I always found it kind of, I don't know. I mean, I understand that I'm going to be nobility, but that just feels a little too, upper crust even for me.
Well, I think gazebos are romantic.
Oh, well, perhaps they are. I'm not one for romance much any longer. Yes, I will fetch my mother's guitar. I'm happy to give you something you're not trying to read. One moment, please. He goes off and comes back with the guitar, which, fun fact, in the Regency era was actually as popular among people as even like piano. So there you go. You got a gift box.
Huh. Interesting.
Thank you very much. We will take very good care of this. Would you like to come?
You got any bongos or anything?
What is a bongo?
Wait.
Bongos.
They're just some drums that you can keep some rhythm. Never mind. We can use our knees.
Siobhan just rolls her eyes.
I don't have those now, but you want me to come with you to sing a song in a gazebo?
Perhaps you can revive a bit of that romanticism, but I think maybe not for this one, everyone.
Okay, or we can just go without you. This is totally fine.
We don't want to disturb your day.
Let's see how busy he is. That's fair. I have windows to stare out of. Yes, of course. He'll remain inside. And you're bringing Polly, right?
No.
Is this a request or a demand?
The question.
I think we should.
No.
She'll feel so left out.
Siobhan does not want Polly to come.
Fair enough. Then you don't fetch her?
No, please, could you... Polly is so not used to being taken care of. Could you just give her a very lovely day? It's raining, she can't go out diving. Let's spoil her a little.
Why can't she go diving?
Be pampered a bit.
Of course. I shall pamper the woman I've hired to dive for salvage in the pool beyond my house. It is interesting, Siobhan. At times you remind me. He trails off. And then at other times you very much do not. And then he walks off. Whether or not he's actually going to pamper Polly. But whether or not that will happen is another conversation. But for now, it seems the four of you go off.
Like, just imagine Polly receiving a charcuterie board.
Mm-hmm. It seems the four of you go off to the gazebo. Now, you are bringing a guitar. What all are you taking with you?
The sheet music, the guitar.
Okay.
Something
Like a regular person from The Sound of Music.
Something to drum on, sure, Rawlings, of course. Okay.
Is there any food left over on the breakfast table? Because I'd like to maybe put some in my pockets.
Yeah, sure. Or there's stuff in the kitchen they can give you, whatever. They're now putting a charcuterie board together for Polly. She's gonna not like it. She's gonna think that's gross.
She'll like the salted meat.
That's true. She will actually like the salted meats, but she won't like the presentation. She'll think it's weird.
She'll think it's very strange.
She will. Polly will be fine with salted meats. She'd prefer it in a roll. Can they just give Polly one fucking sausage roll? That's all she wants. All right. Anyway, so you guys have gone out to the gazebo. You have some food, you have a guitar, and you have music. You do feel you are fairly isolated here at the gazebo.
Much better.
So this is a gazebo.
Do you not have it in America?
I mean, not very common. I heard of them, but I always thought it was some type of monster or something.
Oh, because you are from Texas. That is why. They are not familiar with the finer architecture that they stole from Europe to bring over to the colonies. Is that right? Yes?
Shots
I'm
fired.
not familiar with much culture in Texas.
God, all I know is how wrong you people are. There's a burger place in Dallas called Gazebo Burgers. That is amazing.
I'm well aware that there are gazebos in Texas.
It's a gazebo burger specifically,
Was
but,
it really?
but it's spelled with 2 E's.
No, ooh, that's what's dark about it.
That
Leave us
is
alone!
that is
Fine.
God, that place was good. All right,
That's a
so,
curse word.
Gazebos.
gazebo.
so Sister Mercy, you pull out your
Yes.
guitar.
Yes,
You were sitting here. You have your sheet music.
yes.
You're all gathered around.
Is everyone else dolling up the ears again?
The wax.
So you guys are kind of coming to just
Yes.
observe what they do. That's the idea. You guys are not participating. You're covering your ears in wax.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to cover my ears as well. And do I have a good enough memory about music to be able to strum it fairly well?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to make a
will-
music roll here to do it, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And this is going to be a regular success. So who is participating in the actual spell? Just Mercy and Rawlings, and the other two are just kind of watching?
Well, I mean, do we have any understanding of like how to read the sheet music and how to do this whatsoever?
I would say that with your scores, you don't have any understanding of sheet music, just having a 5 in kind of general arts and stuff. Now, if you want her to teach you the tune and how it goes, you can, but I am saying there's no way that you guys, without musical ability, can do so while deafened. You would have to hear and sing along with her.
So I will offer to teach them the parts separately.
Okay. But I'm just making the point. You cannot... Sister Mercy, she can try to put the wax in her ears to do this without hearing because she has the ability to do so. Nobody else can participate in this spell if their ears are full of wax.
Oh, okay. So even if without the wax, I teach them their part and they put it in, they would not be able to.
No,
okay.
because they're not musically skilled enough to like keep
Okay.
the tempo alone, and you know what you're. I mean, it would be. They'd also have to make the roll for it. It would.
Fair.
It's everyone would have to like on their own like close their like do this and just kind of watch each other and keep the tempo and be on pitch and everything just completely.
Siobhan knows very
Okay.
well that she cannot sing above land, so she is not going to attempt to participate.
Siobhan is just here as an observer.
Okay, so then I will sit with the guitar.
Conrad, are you participating?
I'm curious because I still don't really have a full understanding of like what we're doing. You know, I know they were talking about this, you know, what was going on in the books, but I know that Rawlings is, you know, he's pretty well educated in spells, and so I want to ask, hey, Rawlings, what if we screw this thing up. I mean, what's your take on it?
Rawlings, please make a Dread Mythos roll. You can lie about your answer, but this
Oh, another 8. That is a hard success.
hard success.
Yeah.
Rawlings, this could go so bad. You guys are doing this ad hoc. This could be this could be really bad. You are trying to contact something from another domain in an aggressive, direct way. Especially what he was saying.
Designed this game for this shit to happen.
Of course. It's so much better when it happens after I warn you this many times. He was saying there's tales of people going crazy. You know the story of Sixpence Ahead. If that's connected, maybe they sang this very song and that's how he killed all those people. Of course, if he had them all sing it with him, he had a lot more people than you guys had. So maybe you guys don't even have the juice to do it.
Siobhan absolutely does not care if it means she can give her sister a soul.
For sure. But
So
Rawlings...
what I will tell Conrad.
Yeah.
Like, well, with anything of any... The more powerful something is, the more likelihood there is that if something does go wrong, then it's... the greater the magnitude, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? That kind of thing.
So how big is this one?
With what we have assembled here, I don't see it being too large.
Meaning, but how big is the spell? I see we're pretty small in terms of a group here, but...
Oh, the spell is massive.
Well... Is this the best idea? I mean, this is a gazebo. I know that this is a good spot to be, apparently, but...
If fear of the unknown scares you, you can always return back to the manor.
Well...
There's a reason you joined the Order of the Opal Octopus, is there not?
I mean, adventure calls, am I right? And, but I don't know if I'm about to sing this tune. I can carry one, but...
It may behoove you to wax up your ears again.
I think you're right on that one.
That's not a good laugh.
Why don't you just wax your ears up? All right, so this is going to be...
For the record, Rawlings does not.
Yeah, this is just Sister Mercy and Rawlings. Is that correct?
Yes, but I will be very clear. I have waxed up my ears.
Okay.
Just because.
Hey, make a Dread Mythos check.
Lord. No.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. All right. I want to look at the exact wording of this spell. Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I'm scared.
Oh boy.
Officially.
All right.
Oh, fish. Oli.
Wonderful.
Someone got it.
This is going to take a while for you to perform, of course. But Sister Mercy, if you are going to perform this song with a guitar.
Yes.
Okay.
You designed this game.
I don't know. Can I do this from... I didn't really fully time this, space this out here. Let me
Oh my god.
go over and see about the
Wait.
audible, kind of.
Audible.
It's cutting in and out.
As long as you don't talk.
I think for the people on stream, they can hear it, so the rest of you can't talk at all. And hopefully you can hear this.
Mute.
Okay. Let's pull up The Score is Worth More. If you've really got a price where you would pack it in, then let me tell you, buddy, your life ain't worth a fin. Oh, you are one pathetic so-and-so, a real sad piece of work. I oughta shoot you in the gut to watch you bleed to death, you jerk. 'Cause the score is worth more than a walk in the park or a kiss in the dark. Yeah, the score is worth more. The score is worth more than a big birthday cake or a cop who's on the take. Yeah, the score is worth more. Now if you say that you're doing it all for some dame, get out of the game 'cause you've already lost. Say you only want to help your brother or your lover. Me, I'd murder my own mother if it covered half the cost, because the score is worth more than a bright sunny feeling. Nothing is that appealing. Yeah, the score is worth more. The score is worth, 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 score is worth more. So Sister Mercy sings that song.
Then that was me.
That's you. Sister Mercy, please roll. First, roll your music check.
Okay. 11. That is
That's
an
extreme.
extreme success.
Okay. All right, great. So you do it in spite of your small size, you're doing this at full scale. I now need Sister Mercy and Rawlings to roll, oh no, you just take damage here, hold on. Rawlings, as you drum along to that, both of you lose 8 sanity.
Oh,
Bullshit.
I now need you both to make a sanity roll in response to that loss.
are we allowed to use luck on sanity rolls?
I'm gonna allow it, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 point of luck to make it a success.
Wonderful.
2.
A 2?
Yeah.
You keep your wits about you. So, in spite of the loss of sanity, as you guys do this and feel a presence from elsewhere reaching out to you, you stay in control of your actions.
Okay.
Now, I should have asked this before. How many magic points do you have, Sister Mercy?
8.
Okay. Rawlings, how many do you have?
Magic 11.
Okay, great. In that case, you guys do have enough for this. Sister Mercy, you have 0 left. You have put everything into casting this spell.
Damn it.
You get 1 back every hour.
Intense.
Okay.
So it's not like D&D. Rawlings, you have lost 7.
Should we have been at max heading into this?
You would have been whatever your max was unless you cast a spell.
Okay, great. Then I would be at 12, so I'm down to 5 now.
Okay, cool. Understood. So as you guys have done this, you've put this in. Sister Mercy, now's the one that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Rawlings, you're going to make this too, but in a different context. Actually, it's really, but she's the spellcaster, so it's just you. Sister Mercy, please make a power roll, and it is opposed with another power roll. Oh no, I'm going to do these.
Powers. Oh, I'm gonna push it. I got 41. Or I'm gonna use luck to make it 40.
If it's opposed, you cannot use luck. But you can push it.
I'll push it.
What do we roll?
98.
What is your power? A 40?
Yeah.
So, you guys were doing so good. Sister Mercy,
Yes.
she kept her wits. She did all of this. She kept her sanity. Rawlings, she played it perfectly. She reached out across the ether.
Yes.
And Sister Mercy, you parted the mist.
Oh man.
Something just looked at you from the other side and you tried to sort of speak to it. You tried to contact it, to call it, to get information.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, Sister Mercy turns to you, Rawlings, and says, "Oh. Hey, buddy. How's it going?"
What? Sister Mercy, are you all right?
Yeah, never better. Siobhan and Conrad hear not a word. All they saw was she played and now she's talking to him. What do you want?
Do we notice a change in her
Okay.
demeanor?
Make a psychology roll, but this is an extreme success because you can't hear her.
And I'm gonna do the same.
Wait, for me, it's
I'm
a strange
watching.
success?
No,
Or-
for you, you know something else is talking to you, but it's saying, "What do you want?" I know
Yes.
what she wants. I'm gonna give
It
it
was
to
a
her.
success, though. Damn it.
I'm gonna use luck. I rolled a 6, but I'm gonna use 4 luck and get an extreme success.
Understand, you can tell something is wrong with her, but it's currently saying to Rawlings, "What do you want? You want something too? I can give it to you."
Yes. Information on these places, these planes.
Information. Buddy, let me tell you. We got information you wouldn't believe. We got moving pictures.
Moving.
Yeah. We can distribute information all sorts of ways.
Do they relate to the nature of these realms, these planes?
Oh boy. I see. You're looking for the big ticket stuff. Please make a power roll.
I because I know something's wrong, I pull one ear out so I can
Okay.
hear.
Talk slower. I can follow your lips if you talk
That's
slower.
a 74 to failure, but I would love to push it.
Go ahead and push it.
I nudge Siobhan.
Oh, that's an 80. I fail.
So basically, what's
Right, so Siobhan pulls out
amazing
wax from her ear because
is that as you pull it out and gesture to her, Sister Mercy, just kind of like stops talking, and now Rawlings is just staring at her. Siobhan and Conrad, what do you do?
I missed that. What was that?
They're just staring at each other, no longer talking.
Sister Mercy?
Rawlings?
Rawlings? I'm gonna start like clapping at them.
There's no
Trying to
reply.
get their attention.
Sister Mercy. You want salvation, don't you?
I do.
You can have it.
Oh,
There's a lie at the heart of these islands. The devil was at work. Down in the city of Wendon, the city of sin, there's a bank. And in this bank there is a vault. And in this vault, the devil keeps a piece of himself. And it's poisoning the world. And powerful, powerful people, very powerful people, like how bad the world is. And so they're encouraging things to stay this way. And all you would have to do is get into that vault and destroy it. And everything's fine. You can fix everything. Rawlings, you want all the information in the world? You want pictures that move? You want books you can ask questions to and they'll answer you?
course.
There's a vault down in Wendon. In this vault, there are special books. Books that know everything. Books that can explain everything. They say there's only a few copies of the Book of 13, but there's one in this vault too. The real one. The better one. The one that doesn't only tell you about all the domains, but answers all your questions about them. And all you'd have to do is go and get it. Here's the thing though, Rawlings. This is a valuable thing. You'll need help getting that vault, but you can't trust anyone. Sister Mercy, you can never know the soul of a human being. You can't trust anyone with this information. You may need help getting in, but you can't tell anyone what's in there. It's too risky. Rawlings, it's too valuable. Conrad and Siobhan, as you stare at the two of them, sort of in their odd locked eyes. Sister Mercy, you break from your trance.
I do not know what happened. There is something about this place, is there not?
Did we not succeed in summoning the angel?
No.
Rawlings, you break from your trance.
There is somewhere I have to go.
I as well. I cannot remain here any longer.
Where are you going?
I
Do
will
you
be
have to
leaving
leave?
immediately. It is a calling from the Lord. I cannot discuss this further. This place is full of things I cannot explain, and I do not know if it is from heaven or hell, but I have to get out of here. I have to go.
Wait a second. You have to go somewhere. He has to go somewhere.
Where?
Yes, there are no more answers to seek here.
What? Did you?
But you go where? Like leave the property?
Yes.
You both?
I have to get out of here. That is all I have to say. I cannot be here. This place is not holy. I cannot be here. I have to go cleanse myself of what has happened to me today. And I will go to rush out of the house.
We're in a gazebo.
Gazebo. out of the manor. Out of the
You shouldn't go alone.
I will say to Sister Mercy and Rawlings, just so you guys understand how this works. You guys are, you are not compelled, but without a doubt, the other side has reached through and it has told you the answer to everything you want. And you understand. You know the name of the bank, you know the name of the vault. You know the vault, you know the number of the box and everything.
Do we know if it's the same number?
You don't know
Or
that
we
he's
won't
heard.
know that.
You don't know he's heard anything.
Okay.
You know that you don't trust anyone. You know that this is a special thing for you. But as far as I don't want you to feel that you were you're not compelled to run there with all speed. It is you've been given some information, and also
Yes.
out of game. You have no sense that you lost any sort of opposition of will.
Okay.
So.
I just I will pray for you all. I just feel that my services are no longer needed here. Your Sarah Quill, she should be fine. I just have
You shouldn't
another
go
journey.
alone.
I have been alone for many years. I will be okay. I have the Lord by my side.
It's not safe to be alone.
It's
I know
dangerous
it's
to
not
go
safe
alone.
to be alone.
Take this.
Yeah. I was trying not to say that, Phil.
I'm sorry.
I know it is not safe to be alone, but I have the Lord by my side, and I have been alone for many years.
Great.
So I will be okay. And I will approach her and put my hand on her cheek and say, "You are very blessed, and be careful. out here. And with men.
I know to be careful with men.
And she will go to leave the estate and house and gazebo and all of that.
Sister Mercy's walking away.
This Mercy's just out.
Rawlings and Siobhan, where are you guys going? What are you all doing?
I'm very confused
He's in love.
about what must have just happened to make them leave in such a hurry, but as someone who has left in a hurry before, I understand.
You're also like, I get it.
I get it.
Rawlings, are you moving as well?
I'm trying to figure out how much, like, what I would say to them. I think. Look, there are certain answers that I need to find. I know where I might find them. That is at the risk of well, the risk of putting the two of you at risk. I do not feel comfortable divulging anything further.
I mean, can you give us a hint? I mean, I like games like that. Maybe, is it a good thing, bad thing?
I'll take a risk to come out here, and it's very important to understand what happened, because I thought we were summoning the angel, and now we haven't. The nun has left in a hurry. Like, what is going on?
The spell did not work.
Obviously.
We were unable to contact Etienne.
Did you contact anybody?
No.
I mean, you got some information, though. I mean, what was that? Sister Mercy. I mean, I know religious folk are a little weird, but I mean, that was pretty bizarre. Her just taking off on her lonesome.
I don't know. She and I have been at odds this whole time. So I couldn't say what drove her to do.
Do I think Rawlings is lying to us?
Rawlings, go ahead and do a deception. Siobhan, go ahead and do a psychology.
I got a little bit of deception. Is there no deception?
I think so.
Fast talk.
Oh, a fast talk. Do a fast talk. I'm so sorry. Yes.
That was a hard success.
That was a failure.
Siobhan, he's lying. He's lying like a man.
Typical.
So like a man to lie.
I told her to watch out for the men. I did.
There we go. I know you're not telling us the whole story.
No,
Don't even try it.
I cannot tell you the whole story.
Your face is a book.
I will
and
give
read
you
it
the
very
answers when I
plainly.
have the answers.
What happened? We deserve to know. We risked ourselves to be out here too.
I know where to find the answers that I seek. If you wish to gain knowledge with me, your assistance would be valuable. However, I cannot tell you more than that right now.
What knowledge?
What knowledge have I been seeking this whole time?
And where exactly are you going?
Do I feel comfortable saying that out loud, Philip?
You don't want to lose out on this thing, but you can let people in whatever you'd like to. You just feel that you're suspicious, but you need help. But you're in a hard situation.
I shall be returning to Wendon from whence I came. Again, your assistance. I shall be returning. Your assistance would be valuable. However, I understand if you do not wish to accompany me because I cannot divulge any further information.
I mean, is this like you got to make your way over there immediately? I mean, we've still got a party member here in Craven Gate's house, and he's a little weird, especially around, I don't know, ladies. I don't feel comfortable leaving her. I mean, can you hang out a little bit, or?
We still have our initial task as well. It's been so long, I'm starting to forget what it was, but I know we have something that we're supposed to be doing.
Our goals and our aims are not the same. If this is where we part ways, this is where we part ways. But
We need to find Darla Quicklime, who's missing in Thatchford Coombe Laugrave. And we need to find the Dark Lords and Ladies flower.
There you
there's
go.
one downstairs.
It's been on his list for a long time. As you guys are kind of having this conversation of who goes where and what happens and deciding whether or not you're going, Conrad, with your spot hidden, it's like you're above 70, right? Or you're way above 70 now, yeah.
81.
Conrad, something catches your eye. You glance over into the water, a little further kind of around the bend, kind of past some sedges or whatever. You see a man wearing what you've seen some of like the gardeners, the groundskeepers wearing, floating face down in the water. And as you sort of spot him in the distance, Conrad, you swear that he suddenly just melts down below, and you can swear. Actually, roll the spot hidden in response to this as you look.
Oh no! Did he hear us singing?
Extreme success.
Extreme success. Conrad, without a shadow of a doubt, with perfect vision, and it looks right back at you. Under the water, it's so strange. Under the water is a black horse. Its eyes just boring into you. Just even. It's only there for a second. This man disappears, this body. And you see it look. And then the little lapping waves on top continue. And that's where we'll end the session.
No!
There was a gardener on the far side, just out, whatever. Yeah.
And he heard us singing. Oh,
Well, Siobhan, your conscience is clear. You didn't sing a word.
I mean, true, but still.
Man.
Oh, lordy.
All right. Well, that was tonight's session. I'm both so glad you guys cast the spell, and I cannot believe you cast the spell. I was trying to give so many outs of whatever, but end of the day. Also, I love that because like you avoided, like you guys didn't kill yourselves, so way to go.
Yay!
Then you did a different part.
Yeah.
I fully expected Sister Mercy to die. I'm surprised she didn't.
No. You will, but yeah. No, it's no, that's great. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Again, I don't know. It sounds like we had a bunch of. I don't know, Zane, if you were doing it. It sounds like we had a lot of
subs tonight.
We had. So I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna read through them all. We had apostrophe this gave out 5 community sub gifts.
Thank you so much. That is so nice.
And this was part of like the whole hype train. We had an anonymous gifter give out 20 community sub gifts.
So many and so nice
20.
for people to do. That's
like,
20.
And then we had Minnesota Twins gave out a community sub gift.
I don't have a die that has more than that.
It's
a lot.
You should get one.
And then Minnesota Twins, I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah. And then we had a raid of 46 viewers from Kim's Craft. That was amazing.
That's so nice.
It was a hype train this evening.
We hit level 5 on the hype train.
It was just like,
which is the highest level.
Just wild.
Thank you guys. That's so exciting. Thank you so much. Appreciate all those subs. I feel weird being like, and if you're not, I feel like everyone currently present is probably subscribed with all those gift subs at that point. My God. But thank you so much. That's so kind. Definitely follow us on like Instagram. We're on Long Lost Lore at RPG. We're on TikTok at Long Lost Lore. I think we just want a lot of followers on there so we can start doing something live or another. And I know there's this TikTok dance coming soon that's in the works.
Yes, we need followers on our TikTok for Long Lost Lore, because then if we have solo sessions, we can stream it on there simultaneously on Twitch.
Thank you for explaining that in a way that I probably could not have done. We also have, so there's those. Oh, we have a Discord. Go to the Discord. If you're curious about that book we keep talking about, A Taste of Paradise, You should check that out on our Discord. It's in the download section. A book that is in game is also available in its entirety for you to check out. If you want to, if you like what we do here, this is on Friday nights. Blood from a Stone. It's a horror game. On Sundays, we have a all dragon game called Here Be Dragons. That one's getting very crazy. Also, I should mention to this group, I think due solely to Pierce is trying to get them to go into a Domain of Dread. They're in the Shadowfell right now.
I do not doubt that for a second.
And so I was like, and in my head, I'm like, I don't need another one. But then I was like, who am I talking? Like, of course I do. So they might wind up in one too.
Pierce is also trying to roll 13s.
What's
So we
amazing
would get
about the
Pierce.
Domain of... So I've made a Domain of Dread kind of in prep for them if Pierce somehow manages to
Pierce
get them into
and Dan both are constantly trying to roll 13.
There.
Dan is fine because he suffers the consequences as well. People who are not in this game piss me off.
Yeah, the people who aren't
True.
regulars, it's a little
Pierce
weirder.
has not been in this game for quite some time.
Speaking of rolling 13s, I misinterpreted Book and Dagger's suggestion. So what if we were rolling for like when we roll for our abilities? What if we rolled the D13 instead of a D10, and then when we hit the 13,
To increase.
it's good and bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be good and bad.
Done. Sold.
No!
When you when you guys, if you roll a D100 to increase all the rules, you don't roll a D10 to go up, you roll a D13 on a sweet mother loving 13. So I don't even know what it'll be. Maybe it's just the Dread Clock advances. I'll think about that. It's great. Whatever it is, it's
Something
so good.
happened.
We
It's
still get
clapping
13
monkey so
points.
good.
We still get 13 points if
Yes.
we roll a 13.
You obviously get 13
Okay,
points. I'm not
okay,
taking that
I'm
away
just
from you.
making
I'm just
sure.
also giving me a treat. It's like a win-win-win.
We have questions about
it
Yeah,
what
we
a
have
D13
so
is.
we have D13s, and they have a blank side. See, and then across from them is the 7, which is rounded, so it can't land on the 7, so it can't be blank. And there's a 13. It's great.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
Here's mine. Mine
that's a
is in
great idea.
jail
Yes, we will do that.
perpetually.
Well,
I
it
keep
shouldn't
the
be.
evil
You should.
in the box.
If you keep it in the box, then when you have to let it out, it's only going to be mean to you. You should treat it right.
You're abusing it.
Yeah, if like, I don't want to bring up a concept that isn't really appropriate for this one, but was all over that one. You can't just keep it in the box all the time and then pull it out and use it and put it back in. There's a thing called aftercare, and you need to make sure. Anyway. And then so.
After-stream chat
And
conversation.
speaking of Wellness Beyond the Witchlight, we are that has come to its end. We will be returning. There is no episode of that this Monday. I might do a stream of just like a recap of that. We're not sure. But that'll be starting a week from Monday with Temple Flight issue number 1. Because they're in the dark world of it. It's going to be great. We also are having an announcement stream of something tomorrow. I think like 1:30 or so Pacific time. So check that out. If you're around on Tuesday nights, maybe something might be happening on Tuesday nights moving forward. But I think that's all I have to say at this moment.
Everything will be in the Discord.
That is true. Yes.
So-
Everything will be okay.
And everything also will be okay.
Everything will be fine.
Everything gonna be... Remember the song Rockabye? That really popularized the idea that girls are prettier if they smile every once in a while?
No.
You don't remember that song because you're 10 years old? Yeah.
I choose not to remember
What, that song or that I'm a baby?
both.
I choose not to remember a lot of information. Very good. Well, yeah, anybody else have any other points of things to talk about, or? Very good. Well,
Player info can be found in the About section.
indeed, our wonderful players. They do lots of cool stuff. I think people have various
Lives, TikTok lives.
they have various usernames and stuff up now. So follow all these
Yeah.
wonderful souls. They
Yeah.
do such
I
cool
went
things.
live on TikTok the other night and made cookies.
Oh man, what kind of cookies did you make?
They are like the most fudgy, chocolatey cookies, but they're gluten-free, so they're kind of like a cross between a meringue and a brownie.
Oh.
Wait, are they also dairy free?
Are they dairy-free? I Yeah, they're dairy-free. Well, okay, if you use dairy-free chocolate, then they're dairy-free. So
Fair.
they're basically, if you took a meringue and married it to a brownie, because it was literally, it's just eggs, 3 kinds of chocolate additives, and a ton of powdered sugar.
I will need the recipe.
Want
Yes.
cookies? I want cookies.
Well, C is for
Oh,
cookie.
I
That's
I
good
will
enough for
make
me.
them.
Liv,
Or
They're so fudgy because I
Orchid.
used cocoa powder, cacao, and dark chocolate.
Liv, Orchid Twilight wants to know if you want to trade hair.
I can't, unfortunately, it's attached. But I do know some very wonderful wig companies.
Yes, wigs.
That'd be cool if you could trade hair with somebody. Just
Well, you
like
can if you have wigs.
that's true.
Steph gave me
I'm
all.
more of a
Didn't
I'm more of
Ozma
a
of,
Tory
no,
man
didn't Ozma
myself.
of Oz, one of the Oz books had a character who could like swap her heads?
We trade merkins.
I'm glad you got that, Philip.
I
Good
was.
night, everyone.
I heard it. I heard it. It was.
Oh
I
my
missed it.
God.
What was it?
Go ahead.
We got wigs, and I go. I'm more of a Tory man myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pete.
very,
Boo!
Very
That is
British.
Boo!
very
I feel
British.
like that should be like a instead of a drum set drum roll, it should just be like
Well, okay,
One that
Orchid
kind of peters out,
Twilight,
doesn't do anything.
very red
Orchid
coat.
Twilight, that just means you have raven hair. Like, that's beautiful. Long raven locks.
Yeah, my mom.
You look
had
like Lorelai from
long,
this
straight
game.
Black hair. Gorgeous. She was a model too.
gorgeous,
Not
gorgeous
me.
girls have raven hair.
I know
Gorgeous,
that.
gorgeous girls.
I,
have
Gorgeous, gorgeous
long,
girls.
straight Black hair.
What is happening right now?
I don't know.
That's a TikTok thing. Don't worry
Oh,
about
fair
it.
enough.
Um,
Okay.
Philip, did you talk about the? Are you doing something tomorrow? Did you talk about it?
Yeah.
We did.
Yes, the announcement.
There's
I
a
didn't look
there's a
at that.
thing announcement.
Do it again.
1:30.
1:30 p.m. tomorrow. Yes,
What are you doing at 1:30?
we are announcing something.
Oh, is it something
Yes.
Yes.
exciting? Okay.
No, it's
This
not.
is what the cookies look like.
Those
Stop.
look really good.
They're a meringue brownie kind of deal,
That looks great.
and then they're like super fudgy.
Ugh. I want one so bad.
Yeah, that
sounds
looks
good.
really good.
One time somebody made me or didn't make me. Somebody was like, "Here, try some gluten-free chocolate cookies I made." And I was like, "Cool. How did you get them to be gluten-free?" And she said, "Chickpeas. They were chocolate. They were like baked chocolate hummus."
After
I did.
Faba.
I'm
That's a
not
thing.
We got a dog. Everyone in the chat, we got a dog. He's there. His name is Jordy LaForge.
We got a dog and a carbon monoxide leak.
Did everyone see the Star Trek Picard trailer today?
No.
Now we're just
No.
That's fun.
Not yet.
How did you not see it?
I
I have to work.
was with my dog, Jordy LaForge.
well,
Dude,
you
Jordy.
need to watch it.
We got a dog, everybody. His name is
Oh,
Jordan
man.
Ford.
Jordy LaForge.
He's gonna be playing in the next stream. He's gonna
That's-
be an NPC as a dog.
Well,
Philip loves that
oh
idea.
my god.
Very good.
Oh,
I
kill his character. Don't.
I've-
We will not be.
I will
picking our
say-
dog in this game.
the best thing I ever did as a DM
Thank
is when I came to a
you.
table. Me and another DM, Pierce and I, it was like we switched tables, and I was like, and they were like, "Oh no," because they know I'm mean, and I was like, "Cool." And then I saw this like there's all their minis there, and like the monster I get to control, and I was like, "Guys, what are all of those minis over there?" And they go, "Those are just all our followers and pets and like all like the animals we have." And I was like, "Great, the monster teleports over there and just starts killing them." Because I'm a bad person. And I have never had a group of players more terrified. Because they're used to the DM trying to kill them, but when I'm over there like, I'm gonna take a swing at your pet rat, let's do it. They didn't like that.
That's
No, because that's fucking sociopathic.
I know. But they cared about the game. I mattered.
That's horrifying. Horrifying.
Ah.
And with that,
They saw me. With that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a dreadful night. And remember, the score is worth more. Bye-bye.
That was phenomenal. Wait, stop. That was phenomenal, and you deserve a standing ovation for what
Yes,
you did.
seriously.
That was amazing.
Don't stand up in the thing, because now he
Stood
can't
up.
see you. That doesn't make
I won't
sense.
stand
But
so
it's
you can see
appreciated.
I will.
But
I'm standing in my spirit.
I do want people to. That's the thing. I know, Lauren, you were talking about things. Remember that the score is worth more. That isn't nothing. All right. That
Yes.
phrase means something. All right.
Yes.
Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night.